I'm sure you can see a lot of fancy things in front of me. You know, I just feel like putting everything on my wrist. And, you know, I have my own little bangle thing, but I'm coveting everything. I just want everything.
You are my customer.
I'm your customer already.
Yes.
Good morning, Bridget. How are you today?
Good morning. How are you?
Very, very well.
Very excited to be here this morning.
Very excited to have you. Now, Bridget is an ex kind of journalist, come jeweler. So we want to find out, Bridget, why leave journalism, media world, to jewelry? What happened? What was that transition all about?
All right, thank you so much. So what happened was I trained as a journalist at Harare Polytechnic, and I really liked it. It was exciting. But sometimes in life, things just change. We don't plan for those changes when they happen. So about 4 years ago, just before COVID, a friend of mine invited me to church, and then she also invited me to come to her house for training to make beads. That's how she called them. So in my mind, I was thinking of beads as things that are related to witchcraft, poverty. You know, I grew up seeing little babies with those nice bracelets that you have. Now I know they're called bracelets. Then I didn't know. So they've got in the neck, on waist, and you know, so I just thought, no, I can't do this. I'm too educated to do this. But believe you me, things have changed, and now I know a lot about jewelry making. It's not only about beads. I think I was wrong. Yeah. So that's how I also decided to journalism. Yes, I had left journalism some 8 years ago, and then I ventured into PR.
All right.
Yes.
So you journalism, PR, dropped that, then jewelry.
Into jewelry.
But you do have a company that you have?
Not yet a company, but I'm working with some other women who help me. For example, when I've got orders that are overwhelming me, I've got some maids in my area where I stay. When they are off, they can come and help me do it.
And that's helping the community. You bring it back to the community. It
does. The women love it. They love it.
And they can make a business for themselves as well.
Yes, I also train them. I train, you know, people. I've been to children's homes, for example, and then I do it at a very minimal fee just to help them get these skills. And you know, in Zimbabwe these days, you have to have these other extra skills besides your own professional job that you do. Weekends you have to do something in order to make ends meet.
Exactly. So is this what motivated you to kind of help the children?
Partly that's what motivated me to do it. And anyway, but the first thing was also that I didn't want to do this anyway.
Yeah, you did say that.
So when I found myself doing it, I just said, oh, okay. So it's done by educated people, so it's done. You know,
you were very judgmental about it.
Yes, I was very wrongly though.
Now, okay, I have on in my hands this really good piece, and it's made out of paper. Guys, I mean, this is it's how do you make it? It doesn't feel like paper at all.
It doesn't.
Yeah. How do you get it to be like this?
I'm happy you feel it that way.
Wow.
So when we have used our newspapers, I'm not saying newspapers are trash. We love them, we read the stories, but there's a way that we should get rid of them in a more beautiful way, in a more sustainable way. You know, we talk about sustainable development goals. So we want to make sure that we eradicate poverty by making sure that people start making these beads. They do not need a lot of capital. You just go and pick up newspapers, magazines, you know, things that we find in the shops.
Yes. And then you just start making. What is the process of this?
All right, the process is very simple. You have your piece of paper, and then you can then decide as the jeweler whether you want to make bigger beads or smaller beads. They come in different sizes. So you just measure the diameter of the paper. If it is 2 centimeters, be consistent, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and you join the triangles and you cut them.
And then
you use what we call it, a toothpick to roll.
And that's it.
And then you put some glue
so listen, I mean, you are explaining this whole process.
Yes.
Where did you learn it on your own, or you were taught how to do it?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Remember, I told you I never wanted to do this thing. But for some reason, I found myself on YouTube. Once
Okay.
it's set into my mind that this is what I wanted to do. So I've taught myself a lot of these things. And every other day I have to learn something to
New.
add value
Yes.
to the profession that I've decided to go in. You know, like information is power.
Absolutely.
And people and customers have got to see improvements in what I do.
That's absolutely
Yes.
correct. So you told me earlier, and I said, oh, can I have one of these and wear it now? And you said
Yes.
no, because
It's too
it's
raw.
not cured.
Yes.
So when you say cured, I mean, this for me is like, okay, it's ready to get on my neck.
Yes.
What's the process of curing it?
All right. You know, these are pepper beads. So if you go swimming in them,
It'll dissolve in the water.
so the curing that we're talking
I
about
see.
is we're going to be putting, normally I prefer to use nail polish.
Okay.
That colorless one, it's very strong. It then hardens them and
All right.
protects them against, getting wet. But we're not asking our customers to try out and put them in a dish full of water.
Just be careful, guys.
Yes, but they are very good beads. They can last a long time.
Okay, so now let's get into this guy here.
Yes.
This is a handbag. Bridget
Yes.
the jeweler, handmade in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
This is not in any ordinary bead, this I can tell you.
Yes.
Where do you get your product from? This is a
All right.
handbag. How did you... I'm not going to break... Okay, no, I won't break it. Beautiful. Just beautiful, guys. This is just incredible. A little clutch bag that you can use going out or whatever it is.
Oh, yes.
How did we come up with this one?
This one, we buy beads. We source beads from local companies. But I think the best that's supposed to be done by all of us in order to reduce the price so that this thing does not come up heavy on our customers. We need to source maybe from China. I haven't done that, but I'm also in the process of doing that for the love of my customers. So that if I buy the supplies cheaper, then the price that I will charge to my customers will also be affordable.
Oh,
We understand that our customers are going through a lot.
So how much would a bag like this be?
This one is $35.
35 chete.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Thank you very much for chete chete.
This is it's my friend Audrey Chirenje's favorite word, chete
Chete
chete.
chete.
After she
All
tells
right.
us the price.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah,
Yes.
because there's a lot that goes into it. I think it takes me 3 days.
Yeah, it is
to-
a lot, and it's powerful. It looks beautiful. So
Thank you.
listen, Bridget, what challenges have you faced in this industry of jewelry making? And maybe you can also delve into the challenges that you faced as a journalist and PR as well.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Challenges galore. The first thing is the issue of lack of suppliers.
Right.
Adequate. We only have 2 or 3 shops, but of late they are increasing, which means if they are limited suppliers, they can do the pricing whichever way they want to do.
Okay.
The other thing is that we are not really, as an arts industry, we are not really together, especially the crafts people. And there's a lot of information that we need to learn. I see a lot of challenges in pricing products.
Okay.
Sometimes we come out very expensive.
Yeah.
And they're sometimes extremely very cheap.
All
And
right.
remember, cheap is associated with poor quality
Yeah.
in marketing. So when your products are very cheap as well, you're not selling them to the customers, to your target customers. So that's the other challenge that we have. And as a journalist PR, oh yes, of course, I was working for my first job was from Harare Polytechnic to the then Ministry of Information, Posts and Telecommunications. You know where I was posted? Yeah, my first job from Harare Polytechnic right into Mzarabani Communal Lands. That was my first job.
Wow.
That was an awakening for me. But then that's why I decided, okay, I got the skills of interacting
With people,
everyone,
different
with
kinds of people,
because
yes.
chiefs, village men, village women, the ones that where I started seeing children having bracelets and
And
for
saying
what
to-
other reasons
to
I don't know.
educate it.
But this is where it was all coming from.
Yeah.
Yes, but I learned a lot. Now when I see anything related to Mzarabani Centenary on the news, I just say, oh, this place, it made me.
It made you who
Yes,
you are today.
yes.
And it'll be good for you, you know, how you were talking about kind of building people.
Yes.
It'll be good for you to maybe go back to Mzaravani and say, you know what, let's train you on
You
how
are
to do
in
this.
my mind. These are the people that I would really want to train.
That's good.
Because there is Masao there, do you know?
Masao.
That fruit.
Ekujigaya, yes.
Yes, would want to turn that seed into a necklace.
Into a necklace.
Yes. so that we use locally available materials
And
for
that's
them.
good.
Yes.
And it's going in line with what the SADC is all about this week, just using our resources, to actually make something out of that.
I love that as well. That's why we are focusing on paper beads at the moment.
That's beautiful.
We have paper in Zimbabwe, galore.
And we can actually turn it around.
Yes.
So
yes.
listen, you did say that you have faced a lot of problems galore. What solutions have you come up with? I know you spoke about suppliers, spoke about the pricing and stuff. What solutions have you come up with as Bridget the jeweler?
All right. Initially, what I'm trying to do now, you see those paper beads, I told you that I love them, I love them, I love them. I'm going crazy about making paper beads.
Okay.
So any paper that I see now, it has got to turn into a necklace or a bracelet. I'm slowly trying to move away from these other beads that are not, you know, biodegradable. Remember, people are focusing on the environmental protection, even at global level. So I also want to go paper beads.
That's good. Are you going to go paper bags?
We cannot cancel that
You
out.
can't
Remember,
cancel
when
that.
you're in the creative industry,
anything
goes,
is possible.
Anything goes.
Anything is possible.
I just need 10 minutes to think about things, and then I'll come up with a plan.
That's absolutely fantastic,
Yes.
Bridget. So what's next for you? I mean, we've talked about the ideas, and, you know, sometimes you know, gumira on the tongue.
Yes, yes.
What steps have you progressively made for all of these ideas to come out? What's your vision for the next 2-3 years?
All right. My vision is, like now, in schools, there's a syllabus called, please help me, what do we call it? Colors.
Color, yes.
Something to do
the
with
color.
color, yes. A lot of private schools, they are asking me to come and teach their
Children,
kids,
the classes.
yes, these skills, like skills that are not very expensive, so I can ask them to bring some paper. I've already started that at some schools in Mount Pleasant. Just bring the paper, teach them. They are so excited about it. You know, these grade 5, 4s, 3s.
I know.
You know, I gave them a homework, and then they would say, teacher, we have already done. When is the jeweler coming to see the next stage? So I'm seeing if it's a way of trying to protect the environment.
That's good.
By getting them to collect paper, and we make something meaningful out of it.
Yeah.
And also at the same time,
keep them busy, keep their minds not
keeping them
idle.
busy.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's very important.
Wow, this is it's a color bomb, just like your bags. I feel like, you know, you're onto something absolutely fantastic here.
Yes.
And, you know, just you were raised in Chiredzi.
Yes, yes.
Born and raised there.
Oh, sugarcane smells on me.
City.
Yes.
That background of your upbringing, how has it influenced you? Looking back to who you are now, how has that journey influenced who you are today?
All right, thank you so much. So I was raised by a single mom, and anyway, single mother, because my father passed on when I was in grade 5, and she single-handedly raised the 5 of us today, and we you know, among people, so to say, because of her, she sent us to school, and she was very entrepreneurial. She was a nurse, but then she would work odd jobs in order to raise fees for us as her kids. So I've also taken that aboard.
Right, that's brilliant. Okay, we've run out of time now, but I just want you to quickly tell us, where do we find you on social media?
All right, on social media, I'm on at Bridget the Jeweler. That's my handle on Facebook. And we've got a WhatsApp group where we discuss anyone who buys from me, anyone who does anything from me. We'd love to talk further.